What's going on, guys? Buddy Banter back in the studio
Back at it again.
celebrating Star Wars Day. For we had our
Extended edition.
extended edition.
The
We
fourth is
had
Star
May the
Wars
4th
Day.
be with you. It was Star Wars Day. Then we had May 5th which was Revenge of the 5th. And then we have today, which is no, we had yesterday was Revenge of the 5th. Today is Return of the 6th. So
I think they just should take the entire month and turn it into Star
they
Wars
should.
month.
They could probably come up with some pretty cool names for Star Wars days and celebration stuff with as many characters that they have. And
Dude, and the thing is, like, we know some of some of the main characters from the Skywalker saga.
yeah,
There's so many more people out there.
I'd imagine
Order 66 didn't work. There's hundreds of Jedi that survived.
Yeah,
The Sith are always out there.
yeah.
They do have a rule of two, but you could have two here, two there, two there, two there.
No. This was so diving into my Sith. So this is all obviously Return of the 6th is going to be all Sith related.
Yeah, we're going dark side.
But that is inaccurate statement. So the rule of two is one master, one apprentice. There's followers and acolytes. They're not Sith, they're just dark side users. They're not considered Sith at all. Like Asajj Ventress,
He's not Sith.
not a Sith. Kylo Ren is not a Sith.
He's a bitch.
Snoke is not a Sith. They're these people.
Snoke is a clone.
He's whatever. He was just made in a tube. You know what? I don't want to say that. I know the movies showed us that, but if you actually dive into the books,
Yeah.
apparently when
And
Palpatine escaped and he went to the Outer Rim,
Yep.
it was Snoke that was like calling to him, like from the dark side. So when he found like Exegol and all that stuff,
Yep.
like it was Snoke that was luring him to that spot to like further like hone his dark side abilities, which is kind of crazy because again, Palpatine, I mean, is the master. I mean, nobody was above him, in the whole rule of two whatnot because nobody ever killed him.
You're right.
They thought you thought he was dead when Vader threw him into the hole, into the
It's a long fall.
whatever you want to call that intrifuge thing that I mean, dude fell down, lightning was on him, like so how that there you go, how did he manage to survive falling down this chute and getting lightning or whatever to end up on a deserted dark side hidden planet? Like, who helped him, or was it just through sheer force of not wanting to die? So the Sith's main goal was to live forever. That was their intent, like in being, the Sith Lords, was to become immortal. Kind of how Plagueis, and that's where Plagueis seduced Palpatine. Palpatine then killed Plagueis, and then turned around and seduced Anakin to become Darth Vader. Because, again, visions of Padme dying. So it all led to one culmination of lies.
That's what I'm saying. But still, you're just talking about just this universe. There's multiple other universes out there.
Well, even with Thrawn, that whole, I don't even know what that wasn't really the Republic era, was it? I mean, what was? Because Thrawn was in between, right?
Yeah, it was during
after
Rebels.
Clone.
It was after
Clone, but before, because it's an in between there, in between, like Episode 3, right, or 4, 5, and 6. Thrawn happened in between 3 and 4, right? Because when you watch obviously Clone Wars was still Anakin. I mean, he wasn't Darth Vader yet. But in Rebels, he was already Vader. But wasn't Thrawn in Rebels? Or
yeah, this one I think Thrawn was actually introduced to the cartoons. That's the level 4.
Yeah, in the cartoons. So, I mean, but still, even in the live action, you see Thrawn when Ahsoka was older, though, right?
And which one?
Ahsoka.
Yeah, Ahsoka's. Yeah, Thrawn, because he got at the end of Rebels. Him and I forgot his name now. I see his face. I can't remember his name. Ezra were on the ship. They were fighting.
Mm-hmm.
The whales took off into hyperspace. Yep. It pulled the ship along with them.
Yep.
They got stuck on the planet. Couldn't get off. And then Ahsoka goes to find him and tries to bring him back, and Ahsoka gets trapped there in the TV series.
Yeah.
And Thrawn comes back.
I remember that. So if that's the case, even still, I mean, those time periods almost overlap because you don't see Thrawn in 4, 5, or 6. That or he was just out doing his own thing, or he was still trapped at that point. I mean, I don't know. There's so many books.
If you read the Thrawn books,
was it Legends? Is that what it is?
There's 2 books out about Thrawn. He was working for the Emperor, and it was for the Empire, but he always had allegiance to his own kind.
Yeah. Yeah, he was definitely trying to get one over and do his own thing. He ultimately, I feel like, even though he wasn't any kind of apprentice, that he eventually wanted to overthrow Palpatine. Like he had that feeling of like, oh, I'm gonna get this dude and I'm gonna take over.
I didn't read the books. I've listened to parts of them.
Yeah.
But I've heard they're really, really good.
But dude's nasty though. I mean, he's got no couth. He's got no couth at all. Dude's ruthless.
Playing chess.
He doesn't care.
He's playing chess and everybody else is playing checkers.
Yep. So he's definitely always got one up on his teammates or on the other side.
Black cherries?
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen any cherries.
Not a sponsor, but Final Boss Level 3 G Fuel. Oh, yeah. G Fuels.
Yeah. Not a sponsor.
Oh, shit.
But I always eat these things. Dang, just spilled all my cherries.
No, it didn't.
Yeah, of course you did.
I didn't spill all of them. There's
still look.
Some in there. That was really good. Ooh, piece of candy.
Oh.
But a cool thing that I was reading about is if you like Vader and you like Mustafar is a real place. Well, it's not a real place, but where it was the location is it's Mount Eden in Italy. Is where that was filmed. I thought it was just some maybe cool CGI work or just some cool props they put up. But you would be surprised at the locations that they use for some of the homeworlds that you see in Star Wars. And I thought that, again, being Revenge of the Sith, that was a cool little, hey, might get to see those mountains one day.
Yeah.
Mount Eden.
So when Star Wars was created, George Lucas basically was like, he took a rich country, as it was during the Vietnam War, and I think the rebels were the Viet Cong, and the Empire was America. And then, of course, like a lot of stuff was based off of like past wars, like World War I, World War II. He used a lot of German references, like Hoth, and what was the other planet? I guess it's in here somewhere. I just have to look through it and find it. But a lot of like, even like the armor and stuff came from like German military uniforms, their helmets and stuff.
Yeah. Well, you know the guy. I don't know if you've ever seen some of the backstories. The guy that actually played Vader.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure he was some kind of German American or German, but he was super tall white guy. I mean, but if you listen to the actual like dialogue when he was when they board the ship and they're trying to find Leia, dude, it's just not there. Like them recasting James Earl Jones to do the voiceover is probably the one of the best decisions they could have made for Darth Vader, because it was a higher pitch. There was no like sound effects at the time when they did it, or that distortion. But James Earl Jones has got that deep bassy kind of voice. I mean, you just hear it. This guy had a higher pitched tone, and it's like, oh, it's phenomenal, it was. I was like, man, I was like, that would have sucked to have this,
Yeah.
Well, but at the time too, you didn't know that this character was going to blow up like that big. But George Lucas knew, like, hey, you know what? This just isn't what I'm looking for.
He did not know it was going to blow up this big.
Yeah, he didn't.
Because when the first one released, he did not want to be in America when it came out. He actually left and went to Hawaii on vacation.
What?
Because he was scared of what the reviews were going to be.
Wow.
And then when he come back, he realized how big it had, how big like it was. People loved it.
That's crazy. Well, that's why So again, this is kind of going on a Jedi thing, but still, it's a fun fact. That's why you don't know anything about Yoda. He was like an unplanned character. Like, he was just this sock puppet or this puppeteer thing.
Yep.
But that's why you know nothing about the backstory and like because he didn't have like a real plan for that character. But same thing, the Yoda character blew up so big.
Right.
And
he's like 900 years old.
Yeah, part of me feels like that's why they're, maybe coming back and introducing Grogu as like the Yoda species, or trying to give you a backstory now on like maybe where they come from or something of that
there's
nature.
A lot of people that think that Grogu somehow Palpatine got a part of Yoda's
and cloned him.
Yeah, apparently he's like a clone or some shit.
Huh.
That's what some people think. But what the truth is, I don't know.
Right.
I don't work for Star Wars. I do like to watch it and talk about it though.
Yeah.
And if we're wrong about anything, we got comments. You can tell us and correct us.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you now, I did my research. I ain't wrong. So, fact check somebody else.
Fact check your mama.
Yeah, fact check your mom. But yeah, so, I mean, again, the movie comes out.
22nd.
This month? It comes out this month?
Yep.
Oh. So, that'd be good. Because, again, the Mandalorians aren't necessarily bad guys. But they have an allegiance to themselves. You know what I mean? Or the highest paid. They're bounty hunters.
They did until their planet got iced.
Well,
no, it's glassed. I apologize.
Is it glass?
Mm-hmm. Like they went in and they just destroyed it, dude.
Yeah.
That's in, I want to say like the last couple of episodes of the Clone Wars, the animated series.
Right.
Yeah, they go in. I think it's, what is it called? The Night of 1,000 Bombs or something like that.
Oh, I don't know. Which is crazy, and I love the Mandalorians. Like, I love the logo. I like the whole bounty hunter aspect.
They all had there were multiple different tribes.
Yeah. I didn't like Boba Fett, the TV show Boba Fett. I thought it was.
Well, we did get the black chrysanthemum from that. That was really cool.
Yeah. But just the overall feel and tone, like him learning from the Tusken Raiders. Like, dude was like the scariest bounty hunter that's out there, and he's got to relearn how to walk or fight or whatever.
Oh, he was the scariest one out there.
And he's out there just learning from the Tusken Raiders. Like, come on, give me a break. Give me a break. I like Cad Bane. A cool Cad Bane would be like backstory, or maybe TV show would be kind of cool because he's pretty ruthless too. But still. He's not a dark side user. He's just a bad guy.
Yeah.
But so do you know who created the Rule of Two?
It was Darth Bane.
Yes, Darth Bane. And there's only like, well, in the movies you only get like 5 Darth characters. So Darth is a title that's bestowed upon you as like a higher ranked like Force user or dark side user. Not all people, because again, it's not Darth Ren or Darth Kylo. It's just Kylo because he's a chump. Also, why he's not, and again, that not knowing then and reading about it now makes me go aha. So when you see Kylo Ren and like, yeah, he's supposed to be this big bad or whatever, his eyes are white the whole time, or the black.
He doesn't have
the yellow,
the
reddish
proper
eyes.
hatred. Yeah,
right. So again, you've seen Anakin as he went on his journey through 2 and 3. That once you finally get to 3 and he's walking, or he goes to that planet when he's killing the people that killed his mom.
He's killing the Tusken Raiders.
Yeah, when he was killing them, it started like at that point you could see the hatred. But then when he gets off the ship to go kill the kids, it was over by that point.
Yeah.
I mean, dude's eyes were gone, and that was the telltale that he had immersed himself like fully in the dark side.
Well, there was that. It's in the Obi-Wan series where Obi-Wan, he split the helmet and he's talking to him. Like his eyes kind of went back to Anakin.
Oh yeah.
And then they switched right back. I was like, oh yeah, that was.
I remember that.
That was such a nice piece
that was
to add in.
That was in the Obi-Wan series though, right?
Mm-hmm.
When they were fighting in the rocks and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, that's another like aha, but that I didn't realize then. But reading about it now, like, you know what, dude never gave himself fully to the dark side. And I think if he would have, I think his character would have been a top tier character. Like,
who are you talking about?
Kylo. I think if it would have, he would have been like a true.
Well, I mean, it's not just
big
like
bad.
Kylo and the Knights of Ren. The Knights of Ren were wasted. They were meant to be like a force to be reckoned with, and like they wasted the Knights of Ren.
Lot. Like the cut scenes were cool when they played back and they were like destroying the temple and fighting and stuff like that. That was cool, and like seeing them was cool.
Right.
But yeah, like you wasted 9 people, like, and 9 badass potential characters that could have had their own little spin-off or side story or whatever it could have been. But I think if he would have truly been a bad character and they wouldn't have went to this redemption character, which is, and y'all know me. Y'all know I hate taking bad guys that are supposed to be big bads and turning them into good guys.
Because once you take that bad guy and turn him into a good guy, they lose 75% of their power.
Yeah.
They basically become an average hero.
At best.
Yes.
It's not...
and it happens in like everything. Well, what happened? You know, you were just beating the shit out of us. Yeah. But now, like, here's another big bad and you can't even stand up to him.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
it makes you believe that hatred is the way to go if you want power.
Yeah, they start again. Yeah, you start using the hatred to fuel your rage. It's like the Hulk, right? The Hulk uses his rage. He's a rage monster, you know, and he's the strongest there is because he uses his rage. He would be a dark side user. He'd have to be. Like
the Juggernaut.
But yeah, But having the rule of 2, I guess kind of
they did it so they could stay. I think it's in here. Like
well,
I said,
so they did it to keep from fighting
each other
amongst themselves for power. So it's like, hey,
and also have a smaller group to stay hidden.
Right, but my thing is like that's cool, but eventually the apprentice will kill the master.
That's the way it's supposed to happen.
I mean, yeah, but. Okay, yeah, but why? I don't understand why it needs to be that way. Because I wouldn't see why you would want to. There's all these hundreds of Jedis, but why would you only want 2 like main Sith people when you could grow your ranks? But I guess that's where the Inquisitors come in. These acolytes come in. They still wield red lightsabers. and still do bad stuff, but they're just underlings or minions. So yeah, I guess it's okay, and I understand it to keep from fighting, but it's like you still have to kill the strongest person for the apprentice to take over.
And that means that the apprentice learns everything and becomes stronger.
Yeah.
So you get stronger and stronger.
Which is ultimately what
so
happened.
yeah, like basically the master teaches the apprentice becomes stronger. They're also taught to revere the dark side of the Force and to basically want more and more power.
Right.
Become stronger or whatever. And eventually the apprentice will kill the master, but in return he has to go and find another apprentice. Yeah. And he knows what his fate eventually is going to be.
Yeah. So, I mean, and part of that is like, it's understandable. You pass down all this knowledge. That's what you want to happen, right? You want your apprentice to become better than you, where they can move on and move forward. Not necessarily die, but this isn't Star Wars. This is real life. But that's ultimately what happened with Plagueis. But see, Plagueis, to our knowledge, never learned immortality. So, was it all a lie? Did Palpatine just get tired of waiting? Or again, he learned everything and he couldn't learn this? So he just killed him because he killed him in his sleep. He killed him with a knife in his sleep, like a chump. Which I guess it don't really matter how you do it.
Yeah.
But he took over, right? He took over the number one spot, the number one seed.
I am number one.
You know, so. But also was reading, it talks about how that the Jedi learned immortality because they can come back as Force ghosts. Well, if you look at, and if it's canon or truly canon, at the end of episode 9, on Exegol, you had their spirits, or they're not Force ghosts. Like they don't have a body. It's just shadows. I mean, is that not the same thing? Because they're chanting, you know, they're moving, you know, but they don't have a physical facial features, whatnot. It's just robe shadows. So and it even talks about Yoda being seduced by he was on a planet.
He dabbled with the dark side too.
Well, no, he wasn't dabbling, but he was trying to go figure out again. He was learning how to become the Force Ghost, you know, or he was learning this technique, or he was going to train his mind.
Right.
But well, when he got to the planet, which I think he was on the Sith planet of Morbid, or no, it was called Morband. Or it's called Morband. It was called Korriban, but George Lucas changed it to Morband for whatever reason. He didn't like something about it. But when he went there, again, the spirits, and he just basically shoot them away. You know, he was like, yeah, you guys aren't what I'm here looking for, or it's just whatever. And he used the Force, and they just went away.
Right.
Unlike Force Ghosts, the Jedis have physical bodies that talk and move and can. Well, you see them. Hell, Yoda burned the tree down. You know, so.
But Yoda learned to become a Force Ghost from Qui-Gon.
No, Qui-Gon learned how to be from Yoda, because Yoda had already passed on.
Right.
Right.
No, Qui-Gon.
No, it's the other way.
Yeah.
Yeah, Qui-Gon knew when they went. You know, he went to exile himself or whatever. He went and learned from Qui-Gon. Qui-Gon found out the way on wherever he went during his training. Because he also went. He didn't go to Dagobah. Did he go to Dagobah? Because that's where God, what was the planet Yoda was on? The swamp planet.
That's Dagobah.
So that's where he ended up going when Order 66 went,
Right.
So it may have been where Qui-Gon went too.
Because the Jedi are just like, there are other people that use the Force, and they came before the Jedi. And I can't remember the name of them, but it was in what was the video game we played?
The
Survivor.
Yeah, Survivor.
And I can't remember what those aliens, what their names were.
Well,
I thought it started with an M. I'm not sure.
Well, same thing with the Sith, right? Like they were known as a species and not
the Sith started as they were dark Jedi, and then those dark Jedi basically got exiled. And when they got exiled, they went to a planet. When they went to this planet, there were dark Force users there, and apparently they had like
red skin,
tentacles, like coming off of their face. They had bones coming out of their head,
kind of like what Maul looks like.
Kind of like what Maul looks like. And then they interbred, and that's where the Sith came from.
Okay. Yeah, the thing I was reading was like that they were like the Sith were like back in that time were a species, not actually like an order. Like the order came later with the more that people came out.
Well, the order didn't begin until 6,900 BBY.
Yeah, it was.
BBY means battle before Yavin.
Oh, I said it was a wait time. Well, so again, another fun fact that I learned. So the whole reason during actually episodes 1, 2, and 3, the reason why things were so hidden to Yoda and everybody on the Jedi Temple is that it's built over a Sith like graveyard or Sith temple.
The temple that's on
Coruscant.
Coruscant.
The Jedi Temple is built over a old Sith temple, and with that being that way, Palpatine knew, and that's why he could manipulate what was going on in the Jedi Temple, is because he was using the powers from the temple to like overwhelm the Jedi.
Okay, so that's something I didn't know.
Yep. So and again, and he just that made it easier for him because again, I guess it was like this old ancient temple that with all these ruins and powers or whatever. So,
but yeah, I was saying that the Sith started, like I said, 6,900 BBY. It's known as the 100-Year Darkness. They had a rebellion, the Dark Jedi versus regular Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
They lost. They were cast out and exiled to an unknown regions. The exiles settled on a planet named Korriban.
Yep, Korriban, which is later renamed to Moraban.
Yep, and encountered its native species, the Sith.
Mm-hmm.
These species are ape-like humanoids with dark, salmon-colored skin, chin tentacles, long bones jolting from their faces. And they basically mated with these people, and then that's where the Sith come from.
Okay. Well, there you go. That's pretty interesting.
And Ajunta Paul was the first one to hold the title as Dark Lord of the Sith.
No idea. I've never heard that name.
No, some of this stuff is like so far back.
Right.
Like they haven't really got to it yet. They're just now starting to like come out with different books.
Yeah, I was gonna say
that's going that far back.
Yeah.
So like, unless you're doing like super deep dives or reading all the books and all the comics, like you're never going to find some of this information.
The comics, and I wish I was more of like a comic book buff type guy, or like reading comic books, or just like reading books. I like listening to books, but I wish I liked reading books more, because the ones where Vader was on a planet but then killed people on another planet from where he was at, bro. The comic book strip was amazing because he had already went through like this hard battle. Dude, his armor was beat up. Like helmet half destroyed.
This during the time where Vader created the
Starkiller?
No, that's further down. That's when he created the No. The Jedi, where he created Jedi Hunters. Why can I not remember it? I just watched this.
You talking about the Inquisitors?
The Inquisitors,
No. I don't know. I don't.
Or just like during that time, is after, because there's multiple times where he was going out hunting Jedi.
Yeah.
And like, dude, there's a few times where he had to run for his life,
right,
fighting these Jedi because they were going to kill him.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I just remember he went through like this hardened battle, but then like he captured somebody. They told him like where they were at, and like dude like destroys the planet or kills the people from the planet he's on. Like universes away. Like dudes massacred people like from like the deck of his ship. Like with a thought. Like that's like,
power.
That is, and for him, again, watching the movies and for him to be, I wouldn't say defeated so easily.
Yeah, have you watched the Maul series?
I am like 2 episodes away from finishing it.
No, I'm not going to say anything then. Not say anything.
So I'll tell you the one I'm on though. So, Maul just brought the rocks down on the 2 Inquisitor guys.
Okay.
And his leg's injured, and he's in the tunnel thing.
Okay.
So they got his son.
Episodes.
Yeah, I got 2 or 3. They got his son, and the little green guy and the chick and the cop are headed back to the station. And Two Boots is trying to, I guess, going to help out. That was the last thing I saw. Yeah, I think I was on episode 7 or finishing 7, but it's actually really good. When you said like it was kind of, I guess, slow, or what was your first initial? I thought it was good.
It's not what I thought it was going to be.
Right.
But now, like the last 2 episodes are like jam packed with action.
Right.
Like it does. Like I didn't think they would have to do as much story building as what they actually did in the first couple of episodes.
Right.
But they did. They set it up right. They did the story building right, and like the last 2 episodes really pay off. Okay. And they're already season 2 is already in the works.
Yeah, this is again another thing that I hate. Right, like if you watched Rebels or you watched Clone Wars, you already know that Maul dies by Obi-Wan on Tatooine or wherever they're at in the bonfire. Where does he go? Where does he meet him at? When he strikes him down on the campfire.
You talking about Maul and Obi-Wan?
Yeah. It's that Maul. I mean, he's got this. I mean, I say that Maul, but it's the robotic legs or whatever. That same character.
Yeah, because he even fights Ahsoka and he loses to Ahsoka.
Yeah.
That's in the end of the Clone Wars. I think Order 66 happens, and that's when I think Obi-Wan kills him. It's after Order 66.
Yeah, but I can't remember if that was on Rebels or not. It had to be on Rebels, right? Because I mean, Obi-Wan was an old man. I mean, he was old.
Yeah, it was on Rebels then
when he killed him. So, but again, it's like I hate those series. Like how the character is going to die.
Well, Star Wars has always done that. Star Wars has always
they gave you 4, 5, and 6,
yeah.
And then it's like, you know what? We'll give you 1, 2, and 3. Now we're going to give you 7, 8, 9. It's like,
then
even
the TV shows, they jump around in time spots like that.
Yeah,
I mean, it kind of messes you up, but it also makes you like pay more attention.
Maul is the kettle chip of Star Wars. Maul is the most underrated and I think underused character that in the visuals here. I don't know what the comic books or in any of the books, but with him, getting killed off in the movie 1 was, it was a catastrophe, right? I mean, It's like, come on, this dude is supposed to be, again, he was Darth Maul. He was, I wouldn't say he was the epitome of like the dark side of that time, but he had the look, he had the style, the charisma of like bringing like that dark side feel, like oh, this dude's legit. And then to kill a Jedi on screen, but then turn around and then die immediately or allegedly die. I mean, you don't know. I mean, to us, I didn't know he was alive until the cartoons
animated
came out.
series,
Yeah, the animateds come out.
And even then, they didn't bring him out until like season 3 or 4.
Yeah, so it was like, oh shit, it's like Maul's alive. Dude's got spider legs.
Because it
Who's
was
Spider Maul?
Count Dooku that went back to the planet that was looking for an apprentice.
Mm-hmm.
And then he got, was it Asajj that he got first?
Yeah.
And then Asajj,
I think it was. She was trying to get... She
went back and she got the brother?
She was trying to get the brother, but he was just trash.
He was just big and strong.
Yeah, he was just big.
Dude was big. He was
a big doofus.
Yeah.
Well, it's no different than Maul getting his brother Savage. Savage Opress, the yellow one. Same thing. I mean, he was a Force user, but he was just another guy with a lightsaber. He was just big. Same thing, big and strong. He was a doofus. I mean, he could fight. Yeah. He had fighting style. But other than that, I mean, he ended up learning how to do some Force stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't think that was really portrayed in the series at all. I don't really remember.
But that goes against the rule of 2.
Yeah, it does. But by that time, Darth was out already. Maul was out already.
Yeah, but Darth Tyrannus, which is Count Dooku, has been there the entire time.
Yeah.
Then he goes out and gets Asajj, which she never becomes a Darth.
Yeah.
But then you got
right. She's just a acolyte at that point. Again, same thing, right? I think he was at a point where it's like he wanted to take over and kill Sidious because like, hey, like you know what? I like how I run things. Like I could do it better. So that's why he started getting these acolytes and these people on his side to eventually overthrow. But it just, again, obviously it did not work out because he got his head chopped off.
Yeah, he got it sliced off real nice, like.
But Maul, man, I think I'm a little biased, right? I think one.
Well, it don't help that you have like a really good voice actor that did that too.
Sam whatever.
Was it Sam Whitmore?
Sam Whitmore, I think that's his name. But even the live action, dude, Ray Park. If y'all don't know who Ray Park is, I mean the dude's he's a stunt guy, and you wouldn't know who he is unless you like followed some of his movies and stuff. He was Toad. He's done a lot of. I want to say he was in a Mortal Kombat movie. But he's done a couple other stunt guys where you didn't see his face, but he was the guy doing the karate moves or the kicks and the flips and all the other stuff. Like, dude is just a phenomenal stunt guy. I guess that'd be the easiest way to say it. He's a phenomenal stunt guy. Like he's very acrobatic. Like you watch him, it's him doing the stuff. Like it's not, well, that's his job. He's a stunt guy. But he played, I think, Darth Maul to a T, which he didn't have to talk. All you had to do was show off, and that's what he does. So just liking him as a actor or as a stunt guy to do his own stunts and to have this caliber of moves was cool to see because it just ain't, I don't know. It's something that I liked about him. So seeing him play somebody like Darth Maul and then to get killed off was like, come on, man. Like, that dude's cool. Like Ray Parks has got it. And he pulled off the look. Like, he pulled off the look that they were going for. So, that's just me. I think he could have been used in a better way. Or if they could have came out with more live action where they showed it. Like, where instead of us getting the animated stuff.
The animated series.
I think they could have done a cool live action, maybe. But would you have got that same carryover and tone that Sam gives with Darth Maul opposed to what Ray Park gave? Because he did talk some, but it was, it was like,
it was
like,
very,
he talks.
Man, very minimal.
So maybe again, I'm not a movie creator or whatever. Or I don't have this insight. So maybe they took the best path, least path of resistance. They knew that they could get away with so much more in animation.
Sometimes it's I don't know. It's one of those things. Is like you don't really know what's going to work, but it's one of those hindsight things.
No.
And like some people really hate movie 1, 2, and 3, but I think it's movie 1 is pretty damn goofy, but I still like it.
Yeah. I think 2 I could have done without.
It was not Christian Hayden's acting. I think it was the writing that fucked up the character of Anakin. They've really turned him into like a whiny child that never got his way.
Like Kylo Ren.
Kylo Ren. And then you try to, like you said, take him along the same path, but ultimately he's not going to become Vader.
Yeah.
Vader had the hatred because he lost his mother. He had the hatred because Padme died.
Don't know he's got kids.
He had the
hatred.
His
kids died.
He had the hatred because he thought his best friend, his father, his brother, betrayed him.
Yeah. You're my friend. Yeah, just looking back at it, he whined so much into it.
Yeah, he really did.
And he was always upset. Yeah, you're going to leave me? Oh, my hand. Hey, shut up. Your dad didn't have a hand. Or no, yeah, you didn't have a hand. Like, you're okay. Like it's all right, dude.
I still don't think it ever explains like who his actual dad is.
He doesn't have one. The midichlorians. He was born from the midichlorians.
Oh, so he's Jesus.
No. He's the one. Oh, you may have seen. Did you ever see in the movie the shadow that the boy portrays is the Darth Vader shadow? Like when they talk about him being born of the midichlorians and he's outside and Qui-Gon was on the thing talking to him, and Shmi walks out and was like, yeah, he doesn't have a dad or whatever. And then you see Annie, the little boy, but in his shadow behind him, it looks like Darth Vader.
Really?
Yeah, in the movie.
It's like after somebody went through and edited it?
No. It's like a real thing. It's like a hidden Easter egg or something.
Oh, I've
because
never
again,
seen that.
4, 5, and 6 had already come out, so it's in 1, but it's in that whole Tatooine.
I remember going to the movies and watching it.
Did?
Yeah, dude.
I'm not sure if we did or not. I don't know. I don't think we did. Maybe 1. Maybe the first one. Dude, the pod race was spectacular.
They're coming out with a pod racing game that's going to be on console.
I hope it's better than the one they brought out way back when.
You talking about the one that was on the...
I played the shit out of it on 64.
No, I had the one that was on Game Boy.
No, this was a 64 version. It was literally called like pod racing or something.
Yeah, I had the one that was on the Game Boy.
Yeah, dude, you have, and all you got to do is go to the it's after the pod racing scene at the end, or right before they take him, like right before they encounter Maul. It's somewhere.
Imagine
in that
if Qui-Gon wouldn't have said duck.
Oh yeah,
Maul would have come through and swiped. And then it was just all right. End credit scenes.
Gone. Yes, that's it. No more movies. Yep. Yeah. That's crazy. Like those scenes, like it just came out. There was no build up to that scene. Yeah. They were just running. They're like, oh shit, and they're running from Darth Maul. It's like, wait, like what happened before that? Like y'all didn't see nothing. Y'all were just automatically. The next thing you see when they leave is they're running for their lives from Darth Maul. I did think that transition was like, well, wait, what the hell happened? Like, why are they running? Hey, who are they running from? And then it's Darth Maul.
Yeah, I mean, in the future, as always, they will remake movies or somebody will throw it in AI.
They'll never remake Star Wars.
You don't think so?
Never. That will be one. Those movies, I don't think will ever get remade.
What about Lord of the Rings? No?
No. I think they're too good and too
iconic.
Yeah, there's too many fan base that would destroy those movies. If somebody's like, oh, we're going to remake Star Wars. Like, one, why? right? Like, why would you remake some kind of iconic movies? And when people remake movies, they normally change some things about them. Like, what would be the point or the purpose? You know, I don't know. I just don't think that's. I think they would just expand on the universe, which is what they're doing.
That's what they're doing now, and like they've said it. Everybody else has said it. They've beaten the Skywalker horse to death.
Oh yeah, they beat.
It's time to let that go. Go to another part of the universe. There's battles in the other parts of the universe that were happening at the same time that the Empire was falling or the Empire was coming to rise. You got other galaxies that you can go to that's beyond the fog. You got the Grisk that you could talk about, which the Jedi and the Sith were fucking scared of those guys.
Right. But those were like the alien people type, right?
Yeah.
Alien-like people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You still got Thrawn's culture that you could explore.
Yeah.
There's so many different cultures you could explore.
You got the whole Dathomir. I mean, with all the Nightshade ladies, or what were they? The something sisters. Oh man,
I don't know if I got that in here.
What were they called? The night sisters.
The night sisters, and then you had
the queen lady,
yeah,
or whatever. The sister mother.
Mother Towson.
Mother Towson. There you go. Like, you got the whole, because Dathomir was I mean, I don't know if you play. I played the game.
I played the game. I beat the game because I did what the game told me to do. Don't go to Dathomir because you're here and the hard level is up here.
But I could go.
Hey, but this guy decides.
It was like, go to Kashyyyk and go help the Wookiees or whatever. I'm like, help the Wookiees. I'm like, I says I can go to Dathomir. I'm gonna go see what that's about.
Dude gets halfway into the map.
Dude, not even halfway. I was barely making it through like the first like.
Why didn't you just turn around and get back to the ship?
Cause I thought I was just hadn't played the game in a long time. I was like, man, maybe I suck. So once I started killing some stuff, it ain't bad. And then once I tried to I was crawling on the wall.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I died every time. I'm like, why can't I get past this
every
wall?
guy was killing the shit out of you.
Dude, I'm like, it's so hard to climb this wall and get past these stupid spider things.
Oh yeah, dude, that was
little crabs were coming at me. It was like the whole first little section. Like, dude, it was like the first 5 minutes of the game. Like, I was like, man, I need to turn around. So when I started the game back, that's where my ship was. I was sitting on Dathomir, and I was like, nope. I was like, let me turn around.
Let's load back up and get out of here.
Let me turn around. So yeah, you play and we're talking about Last Order, or not Last Order. Fallen Order, Survivor, and what's the last one?
The third one has not come out yet. I
so
don't even know if it has a name.
I thought there was 3 games.
There's going to be 3, but I don't know the third one. I don't.
That
I know of. The third one does not have a name. Let me see if I can look it up.
I thought Survivor was the third game. I thought there was one before. I thought it was Fallen Order, Survivor, and I thought there was already one more. But yeah, which Calcasius, was that right? Calcastus is cool, but I was a huge fan of Force Awakens. Because, again, it was a clone, like this Star Killer. I don't even know what he was a clone of, or who he was a clone of, or if it was part of Darth Vader, like if he used like some of his genes or whatever. Because if you actually played the game and you played the good side or bad side, where you actually not get killed, but you end up getting your like spiky fingers, you got the helmet, you got the breathing apparatus and everything, like, because I think you end up killing Vader, right? And then Palpatine Force lightens you on Force Awakens.
I'd never played those, but I heard they're so good.
Like, so good.
Yeah.
They're I feel like
I think they're backwards compatible, and I can download them and play them on the Xbox.
You should. I played 1 or 2. They were both games.
I think I played like part of one at somebody's house, but I never like got it.
It was really
at that point in my life. Like, I didn't really have a whole lot of time for video games. Yeah. I was constantly working out. I was playing football.
Yeah.
I was hanging out with friends. Like, the video games at that point in like high school, you kind of like pushed to the back. And I didn't really get back into video games until way after high school.
I honestly think you would like Force Awakens better than Fallen Order.
I think that's what you don't remember Chris, do you? Black fella, tall, hangs out with Deuce and them sometimes.
You're not talking about AZ, or?
No, not AZ. AZ's the
I know
in shape guy. Chris is not the in shape guy.
Oh, is it the guy that the guy that worked at GameStop?
No, that was it's AJ.
Oh, didn't know.
Because he had long dreads and he cut them all.
Yeah.
No, that's I think his name's AJ.
Okay. Didn't know. I don't know.
Chris went with us to. He went to high school with us. He was either in my grade or grade below me.
Mm-hmm.
But he says that they are better than the Fallen Order and Survivor.
They were good. Again, you have attributes and abilities that you put style points or skill points towards.
So the third one does not have an official title yet. It's just called Star Wars Jedi 3 right now.
But it was good. But you can choose your path like towards the end, and then once you choose that path, you can restart the game as the bad guy. Like you still go through the game, but you have all like your bad guy stuff, whatever.
Right.
And I think you use your red lightsabers and this and the other, but you basically become Starkiller, which I think was your code name anyways. But when you become Starkiller, like you're like a bad guy. Like again, you look evil. You got this crazy mask, like these fingers. Because otherwise, Darth Vader Force lightens you or Palpatine Force lightens you, and you end up killing one of them. And then again, Vader was grooming Starkiller to become his apprentice, where they could overthrow. And that was the thing at the end of the game. Like you fight Palpatine, like you're trying to overthrow them or whatever. And then you got to choose.
Yeah, there's so many. Like you got just the Sith affiliates. You got Asajj Ventress. You got the Inquisitors.
Mm-hmm.
You got the Grand Inquisitor, the first brother, second sister.
Yeah, that's all the ones we got to see in Obi-Wan.
You got the sixth brother, seventh sister, eighth brother, ninth sister.
And they're just glorified Jedi hunters.
Snoke, Kylo Ren.
Yep.
Once again, the Knights of Ren that got wasted. Starkillers and Legends.
Yeah, see, and again, so does it say if he's a clone or what he is?
Starkiller?
Yeah. Because there's a bunch of them. Like when you see it in the game, like he just
was the informal apprentice of Darth Vader.
Yeah. But it doesn't say if he was like a clone or not. He had to be that.
Born to a fugitive Jedi Knight after the Clone Wars.
Well, they make a bunch of them.
Says he was unnaturally strong with the use of the Force.
Yeah.
Vader realized his potential when he came to kill his father and subsequently raised him as his secret apprentice, giving him the codename Starkiller. When he reached adulthood, Starkiller was sent to eliminate several fugitive Jedis, only to then be betrayed by Vader. Eventually, Starkiller turned to the light side and assisted in the formation of the Rebel Alliance before defeating his former master and sacrificing himself for the rebellion in the fight against Darth Sidious. Vader later cloned Starkiller and hopes to create the perfect apprentice. But the clone followed the same path as the original Starkiller, turning to the light side and joining the rebellion.
That sucks.
So he tried to use a cheat code, and the cheat code backfired on him.
Well, again, he tried multiple times because in the game you find the clones, like you find the tanks of like all of him, and he's like, and like he like just rages out. Because I think one of the trailers, he like Like you see him like do this force push thing, and like he busts like all these tanks up and stuff. It's cool. I think you'd like it. I loved it, man.
But you got what we see in some of the animated stuff with Vader still doesn't show his power, dude.
Yeah.
I would like to say he's the most powerful, but there's no way if he's fucking lost multiple times to different Jedi and he had to run home to Sidious crying.
Well, yeah, but I think he lost more in the visual stuff that we can see, where they could downplay him but try to, the good guys got to win. You know what I mean?
Dude, I'm telling you, he was just so strong. But like you said, I just work here. I don't make the story.
Yeah. Something cool that I like about the dark side stuff is the kyber crystals, how they bleed their crystals.
How they bleed their crystals?
I think that's really cool. They put all their it's also one it's to let you know that they've killed a Jedi, because what they normally do, if they killed the Jedi, they'll take their kyber crystal, because they were using synthetic crystals in the beginning.
Right.
But when they were killing the Jedi, they would take their crystal and use it, but then bleed it, which they poured their pain and agony and anger into the crystal, and it literally bled, which gave it the red hue, and that's how you have red lightsabers. Yep.
That's pretty much everything you said right here.
But I said they
it also affects the sound when it ignites, because it gives it more of a harsher hiss. Because I mean, even though every different stone has like a different sound to it.
Right. Yeah.
Well, with the ones that I have, every stone has a different sound.
Yeah.
And that's another thing too. People were saying about Kylo Ren, that like his lightsaber wasn't like a red; it's more like a dark orangish hue.
What?
I'm just telling what people say.
See, I was and again, I read this because I was curious on why his hilt had the extra ports and stuff. Well, his power was so unstable that his crystal couldn't handle the confliction in him.
Right.
So even though he had a red crystal, again, him imbuing it or whatever, it's so unstable. So he needed those extra ports. So that's why he's got
basically he was
ports.
So unsure in himself, battling with good and evil inside, that it was affecting his crystal.
Yep, and that's why, because it was
and it's probably another reason. Another reason too, like his lightsaber wasn't like almost perfect like everybody else.
Right.
His had the waves coming off of it.
Yeah, right. It was so imbalanced, but that helped stabilize it by letting that energy flow out, because it had nowhere to go. It basically
I didn't know that. I never
it would have exploded, or from my understanding.
I do know that Samuel L. Jackson is the only person with a purple.
Yes, he is, but that's because he said, "Hey, I'm gonna have a purple light." But yeah, so that was to help, again, just stabilize everything, because there was so much energy, because he just couldn't handle it. So yeah, that's again, there you go, fun fact. But again,
so there's a whole lot of stuff out there that you can just
so
do
much
deep dives.
So much stuff.
Like we know, like just enough to get us in trouble. Like, we're like surface level.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Like sometimes I go down rabbit holes and I'm watching like video after video after video of people that's done the deep dives.
Yeah.
And like they've read the books, they've kept up with all the knowledge.
I just can't. I ain't got that kind of time. Well, that's what I was telling you on the way over here. Like I would really like to dive into Revan, because again, he was Darth Revan, but he was a Jedi.
He was Jedi.
Then he went to the dark side,
and then come back.
Then he came back, but then he kind of went in between. He which is why he had two lightsabers. His one lightsaber
those are
good
considered, which I think people hate it, is considered a gray Jedi.
Yeah, gray Jedis.
Yeah,
he was considered to be a gray Jedi.
Somewhere.
You're not good or bad.
There it goes. All the stuff that I pulled up on Revan.
Ancient Dark Lord of Sith mentioned in The Rise of Skywalker. Third Legion Sith Trooper, Sidious Sith Eternal Cult. Revan is more important figure in the Legends continuity. He's the main protagonist.
And then there's some people that's like, well, Legends isn't canon.
Right. Well, that's not true either, because like maybe 2 months ago, they verified that Legends was canon. And I forgot who they were talking about.
Like I said, it depends on who you're talking about. Some people absolutely hate it, and some people don't.
He led the victory in Jedi in the Mandalorian Wars. Secret Sith Empire is captured and tortured by the Sith Emperor, turned to the dark side, breaking free of the Emperor's control. Revan and his friend and Sith apprentice Darth Malak. Oh, that dude looks cool, but I don't know nothing about him.
Darth Malak?
Yeah.
Is he the one with the white face?
Yeah, the white face, yeah.
Yeah, there's so many different
characters.
He's
got the white face and like the tube or something, like on his mouth, or he's got a white bald head, but he's got like just something over his mouthpiece, I think. He looks weird. He's a weird looking fella.
Nihilus is the one that I'm thinking that's got the white face mask with the 2 red stripes coming down.
Yeah, yeah.
That's Nihilus.
Yeah, that's fully robed.
Yeah.
That dude was a beast in the game.
But dude, there's so many characters that you could do deep dives on, that you could fall in love with, that are just awesome. I know that they're remaking the Knights of the Old Republic so it can come onto like the newer consoles. And I'm pretty sure people are just going to play the shit out of that.
Dude, the Jedi recaptured him after Malak turned on him, wiped his memory, and then gave him a new identity. That, like, to me, that feels trashy of the Jedi. Like, how is that no different than what the Sith did? They captured him. Well, they captured him, tortured him, and turned him to the dark side. Yeah. They captured him and wiped the dude's memory. So, you know what? You were cool. Let's give you a fresh start.
You're too good to let the dark side have it. So we're going to...
Or just be your own person.
We're going to hit the reboot button.
Like, just be your own person. Let's see. Revan then defeated Malak in the Sith Empire and was regarded as Jedi hero once more, but later was captured by the Sith Emperor again, and his psychic broke into a lighter half and a darker half, which is kind of where he gets...
Basically, he becomes bipolar.
After being rescued by his descendant 300 years later, Revenant's darker half sought to resurrect the Emperor's physical form so that he could kill him for good, but was defeated by the combined efforts of the Jedi, Sith, and his lighter half. The two halves of Revan then merged in peace and died for the final time. That's wild. So what it looks like is he was 2 different people.
Right. Because I have the Funko Pops.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. I have both. Yeah.
That's cool. See, I didn't know that.
I have the light side and the dark side.
I just thought he was like just battling with himself again, kind of like a whole schizophrenia type thing.
Yeah.
Because when you play him in, well, again, this was just on the game, and that's the Galaxy game. I think he has like, I don't know if he has one red sword and one blue sword, or it's maybe a blue and an orange. I thought he had 2 different color swords. Or maybe you could pick if you wanted to be the good Revan or the bad Revan.
I don't know, because I don't think I ever got that character on that game.
I think you could choose.
We could ask D. He would know.
I think maybe you could have
He still plays it.
Yeah, I know he does. Nihilus was a trip when we played him. Trying to beat him and then getting him was...
Dude, I went through and I built like an old droid squad, an all Ewok squad, an all Jawa squad. Getting all of those Jawas were a pain.
Yeah, you needed to though. Some of the quests like had you do that. Like, you know, like the whole bounty hunters, or when you did like the smuggler run.
Yeah.
Like you had to have like all bad people, or not all bad, but you had to have like Han Solo, then like all the other scumbags. Like the scumbag crew is what they should have called it. So.
But yeah, it was fun.
Yeah. But yeah, there's a lot of information. I would imagine if we turned it around and did like the Jedi, it would be just as, if not more.
It would be more because the rule of 2 stops you from having so many Sith.
And Jedi just doesn't
The Jedi
apply.
don't have
They're
that.
So, what I don't understand is how there were so many Jedi to be, well, I say overpowered by the Sith, but the Sith had more manipulation. You know, just like with the whole, well, you've seen it, Order 66. Even though it partially failed.
Oh, it failed. They only killed like the Masters.
but still, but they had nobody
They killed
to train
some
them.
of the main masters.
Yeah, but when you actually hear it and see about it, like they almost got wiped out. Yeah, there's few Jedi that remain.
There's a lot more. They just all
part,
went into hiding.
Yeah, but that to me is a win. Like that to me is like you got it because the Empire overtook everything.
Yeah.
They're everywhere, so everybody's on the run. That's a win to me because they ultimately took over the galaxy. So it succeeded, even though they didn't kill all the Jedi. But again, they had manipulation on their side, right? When they all the clones and everybody on, I was going to say Genosha, but that's X-Men. Whatever that water planet is. God.
I swear,
dude, it was in a trivia thing. And again, I keep wanting to say Genosha, but it's not Genosha.
Geonosis is not. That's the one where the bug people are.
Yeah, but it's the water. It's the water place. Either way, Google it. I need to know. I need to know what it is.
That's another one.
It's got to be with it. I think it's with a G though. The planet where the clones were. Well, either way. So once they had all those people under control. I mean, they were kind of working for the Empire anyways. I don't think they could have been had their minds taken care of, but I think they were just in it because they were scientists.
Camino,
not Genosha.
And that's one of the things too. Is like, I think the Emperor was trying to get the knowledge from Camino about the cloning stuff.
Right.
But I think they destroyed it all before they actually took over Camino.
Well, again, all the stormtroopers. Well, you've seen it. All the stormtroopers are all clones. They're all Jangos. Ultimately, I mean, I know, and when you see Order 66 and not Order 66,
even Boba Fett is a clone.
Yeah.
He just didn't get the accelerated growth thing.
Yeah, he grew up. I thought they let him grow up.
Yeah, he didn't have the accelerated growth is what I'm saying.
Oh, I thought he was like an actual kid.
No, he was a clone.
But yeah, when the first order come out, they stopped cloning and they just started abducting kids, and that's why that's
why they started doing it is because they lost the ability to clone.
Yeah, when Camino got destroyed.
Yeah.
So,
but now what was the name of it? I watched. Why does that always my mind goes blank, dude? Probably because I hadn't ate nothing all day. And I ain't had caffeine. But the
is it something you watch?
Yes, it's when the brothers their troop is 99.
Oh, you talking about Bad Batch?
The Bad Batch, dude.
I'm
telling you, dude.
I got you, bro.
So in the Bad Batch, the girl is a clone.
Right.
She's a Force clone that can use
the Force.
Yeah. But they think she is a clone of one of the Jedi.
Right. Huh. Well, I didn't ever finish that all the way either.
It's good. It's good.
I felt like it got a little redundant.
But then you got like a bunch. There's still like a shit ton of clones that were left out there that they basically kicked them out.
Yeah.
Because of the whole Order 66 and it working on some of them and
I said the implants. Some of the implants didn't work, or just whatever.
Yeah.
They weren't activated. Like they had the implant, but it wasn't activated.
Some of them started short circuiting.
Yeah.
Well,
some
of them started going crazy.
The sniper guy.
Yeah.
On Bad Batch, and that's kind of what happened. And then he was trying to kill everybody. So, but yeah, man.
But that's why they thank you for your service, but you're getting kicked out now. Yeah. Some of them become farmers. Some of them become hobos on the street.
Yeah.
Some of them went on to have families.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys, you can look up so much stuff. I said this is just like I wouldn't even say this is the tip of the iceberg. We're just scratching at the surface.
We ain't on the tip of the iceberg. We're just skating on ice right now.
This is just stuff that piqued our interest and we wanted to come and talk about. So I'm glad y'all could join us for it on this Revenge of the Sixth.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's it again. That we just touched it. So there's
so much you could dive into. There's just so much they can use, and like not only just like it's all of that, but they're just going further and further back, and they're creating more and more characters. Yeah. Like it's gonna be its own. It is its own fan base. It's gonna be its own universe. Yeah. They're going to expand out into other universes and talk about other stories.
So this is completely off topic. Are you going to see Mortal Kombat by the time the next time we record?
When is it out? Is it already out?
Friday.
Comes out Friday? Uh-huh. We got that party Saturday. I might go Sunday.
I think I might try to go see it Monday afternoon after work. Take Avery.
Yeah. I'll talk to that one in there and see if she wants to go.
Because
if she wants to go, then I'm gonna find a time so me and her can go. If not, I'll go by myself.
The next 4 or 5 movies that are coming out, I'm gonna go see by myself.
Why?
There's nothing that interests her that she cares about. Masters of the Universe, Mortal Kombat. She'll see Spider-Man. She'll watch Spider-Man. There's another one
Grogu.
too.
Britt wants to go to the movies.
Yeah, she wants to see that.
If I could,
she would go if it's with y'all.
I would tell Anila, hey, you're watching Girls. I mean, your mama's gonna go to the movies, but we'll have to go to Lumberton. Yeah. I won't go all the way to Fayetteville. Yeah. I'm not gonna leave them here for like hours on end.
Yeah, well, if y'all don't see it by the time we get back, maybe we'll go in the afternoon if y'all are down to go. If she wants to see it, Mortal Kombat, or if she don't, again, Avery wants to see it.
Yeah, so I'll talk to her. She probably wants to
work or something.
She's a nerd, just like me.
Yeah,
I'm trying to get her to start watching Arcane.
I think she'd like it.
Did you watch it all the way through? Yeah. Dude, I thought it was awesome, dude.
Yeah, I loved it. I started watching it because of you. So. Good show to watch. It's anime, Arcane. It's on Netflix.
It's the League of Legends story.
Yeah, it's really good. So
it's even got an emotional roller coaster.
But if we have watched it by the time we record next, all the spoilers are coming out because we'll be talking about Mortal Kombat because that's the new that's coming out. So
I did see like a beginning fight between Liu Kang and Kung Lao.
Yeah, I know it's gonna be dope. I heard everybody's raving about this movie. Oh, and Street Fighter. I gotta see Street Fighter by myself too.
Oh no, I'll go need to watch that.
Yeah, so that was the other one I was thinking of. Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat. I got a solo dolo.
Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, Mandalorian,
and then Spider-Man. Hell yeah,
Spider-Man.
But yeah, everybody's raving about it. So I'm super excited.
Spider-Man, I'm gonna go. I'd love to go to Fayetteville to watch it.
I'm going to Fayetteville to watch it. I got to. But until next time, guys. Hey, like it, comment, subscribe, share it. We got some. Again, we have all kind of stuff to talk about. We're going to talk about everything. We talk about this stuff. We're going to talk about more stuff we like, stuff you may like, stuff you may not like.
Yeah,
we don't care.
Give us ideas.
We're going to talk
for ideas.
We got stuff to talk about. We're going to talk about it.
Yeah. And if the channel grows, good. If it don't, then
we're still going to come hang out and talk about it.
Yeah. It's future stuff that our kids and grandkids can talk about.
TED Talks are popular.
I don't know Ted.
Yeah, well, we talk about him. So, but until next time, hey, peace.
Later.